Announcements. Today is December 17, 2025, and the current time is 8:58 p.m. The Institute has authorized the construction of a generic public-use pharmacy within the Institute due to significant challenges facing normal pharmacies, such as wait times approximating 7 minutes per customer, an absolutely infuriating and absurd number. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Oh shoot, I forgot to turn on the thingy. Hold on. I knew I was forgetting something. 1 second. I forgot to turn on the actual iPhone thingy that tracks me so that you can actually see me do things. Let me also switch models for today, because if I use this model, then it's going to be flip-flopping outfits constantly, and the vertical screen didn't change correctly, because of course it didn't. Why would anything ever work correctly? Everything just breaks in half. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, let me put the game on the screen real quick, and then I'm going to complain to all of you about the absurdity of the things that I had to deal with today on my way here, okay? So, first of all, how are all of you doing? Considering it's a, what's today? A beautiful Wednesday. I was supposed to stream Minecraft last week, but you might remember it kind of broke. Also, hello Kahila and Infidave and Xanth and Ixonia and Zio Post. Congrats to Zio Post with a watch streak. Also, congrats to who made it first today, Xanth. Also, hi Krusty and Rocker, and I think that's everyone who said something so far. Okay, so real quick, basically the reason I'm late is I had to swing by the pharmacy on my way back from dinner. Now, as I've mentioned before, there's certain medications that I take, just like almost everyone else here probably has some form of medication that they consume on a somewhat regular basis, and in my case, it wasn't too bad, but for whatever reason, good God, it took like 40 minutes to get through 6 people in line, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm just here to get my medicine. Like, I know it's ready. I got a phone call that it's ready. Just let me come in there, grab my stuff, and leave. I don't want to be here, but I had no choice but to stay there. It was awful. I hated it. So I'm in a vaguely mad mood right now because that pharmacy took way too long. Okay, so that's kind of why I'm late. It should not take 40 minutes to get through 6 people if all you're doing is handing them their medication. Okay, like, I don't know why this pharmacy, it takes them this long. It's actually so bad. I actually just straight up went on Google Maps and left a 1-star review telling people don't go to this pharmacy, just go literally anywhere else, and I'm just gonna switch to getting all my medication delivered, because this is insanity. I am wasting like an hour of my life twice a month because I have to go pick up my stuff, because they're staggered, because one is like in the middle of the month is my refill and the other one's like at the end of the month it's my refill. So I hated it. I was very annoyed, and that's why I'm in a very somewhat tilted mood today. Also, I need to put on some music, so we're gonna find music. How do I turn off that stupid thing where it pauses on focus loss? How do I stop that? Minecraft stop pause on lost focus. Okay, so you press it's F3P. Okay, got it. So I had to just press F3P. Thank you. You failed your final, but your professor's cool and told you to retake the test in February while handling you the resource and giving you tutor's number. Isn't that nice, at least, that your professor's willing to help you get through your struggle with classes? That's a nice thing that they're offering, right? I think that's nice of them. And you should be happy that they're willing to do that. Am I the only one on the server? I really am the only one on the server. That's so funny. Anyways, I was slowly going crazy because of that insane thing. Also, I think I wanted to try the other. I normally don't use this shader pack, but it seemed like it was kind of freaking out when I tried using this one, which is the one I normally use. Might have been the other one. Everybody's playing Digimon and Krusty's getting on late. Okay, let's see if this one's frame rate is bad. I need to find out. Okay, the frame rate is like 30-ish. I guess that's fine. So basically what ended up happening is I went to go get dinner at a place in my major metropolitan city. Now, I typically don't go to the city to eat dinner because it's expensive, and I don't want to pay for parking, and parking is like $10 for 2 hours. It's actually insane, but I figured, okay, well, I have to burn through a bunch of restaurant credit in order to, because I have to, right? So I was like, all right, fine, I'll eat the cost and just go and I went to a very, very nice sushi restaurant. Let me put on some music. We need some background. We need some background noise. Ideally something we haven't listened to before, and something that is appropriate for this, and not just more video game soundtracks. What do I want to listen to? Let's see. But they had you exercise the waiting room because they were doing employees, right? Oh, yeah. See, it sounds like you understand my struggle too. Then with the waiting type stuff. Let's listen to. A lot of this is the same thing that it keeps offering me. I really don't want to listen to that. Let's not listen to that. I don't really want to listen to like lo-fi. What do I got here? What is the? Oh my gosh. So one of my YouTube accounts gets like some pretty good recommendations for BGMs, and the other one gets really bad options for BGM. Let's listen to. I don't really want Maple Story. Let's see. What is a good soundtrack? I really don't want to listen to. I don't want to listen to that one. I do love the Maple Story OST. Like, it's really good, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna do. Let's not do Blue Archive. We listen to a lot of Blue Archive. Let's listen to this one. Kingdom Hearts Orchestra. Kingdom Hearts is some good music. Sunrise is most of Gundam Hathaway's Flash this winter in Japan. The Bandai Gundam have all run through. I have not really watched a lot of Gundam stuff, but I know they opened up the Gundam store in my vicinity, and I plan on visiting it at some point, possibly tomorrow even. Anyways, so I went to a really nice sushi restaurant. So before I even do anything in the game, I'm just gonna gaze out at my train from, let's say, here. Oh, the frame rate's tanking really bad. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. You can gawk at the train about here-ish, and that's fine. Okay, so I went to a sushi restaurant, and here, let me ask this question. Take a guess how much I spent at the sushi place, and you can adjust your guess as I start showing you photos of the food. Okay, so keep in mind I am one person eating at a very nice sushi restaurant. Let's see. So I started off with this. This is a. If pull it up real fast. So I started off with this. This is a flight of 10-day dry-aged bluefin tuna nigiri. And you have from left to right otoro, chutoro, and akami. So basically, it's the super fatty one. You know what? Let's listen to some other music. Let's find maybe not Kingdom Hearts. What is like chill Japanese OST? Let's find out. Japanese coastal vibes, lo-fi mix for relaxation. That's fine. Let's do that. So that was the first thing that that was one of the 4 things that I ordered. All right. Let's see where the other photos at. And then on top of that, I ordered this. This is it's duck. It's essentially, they said it was like a tea smoked duck. So it was it had like a very earthy, smoky flavor to it. And they served it with some diced veggies, including like some greens, and it was a very interesting flavor. It was nice and fatty. It's served cold. Right, so keep that in mind. It's a dish that is served cold. But I enjoyed it. Probably wouldn't order it again personally, but I thought it was fine. Another thing that I had gotten, this was the very last thing I had gotten because I was like, I really wanted one more piece of nigiri, and I was so desperate to have some kind of eel. So I got this one. This is a nice, beautiful, I think this is a freshwater eel. It's anago. So anago, is a, hold on. So anago is essentially a form of eel sushi, similar to unagi, but not quite the same. Okay, so anago is saltwater. So this isn't saltwater. Unagi is freshwater. Anago is saltwater eel, and that's what this one was. So it's different. And then finally, here's the real kicker. That's why you'll understand soon. And then I also ordered the main course was a omakase set. where I basically said, oh, just like, yeah, let me just get 9 of whatever you want to give me. So essentially, in total, I ate about 13 pieces of sushi. And then some duck. And then you had things like salmon, right? Salmon. And then you had like amberjack and yellowtail. And then you also had like, this one was salmon, and then you had salmon eggs on top of it too. It was a little, it's like eating oyakodon, but in the form of sushi. And then, yeah, more like high quality fish. And then you had like the tuna with the otoro tuna chopped on top of it. It's like super fatty. It was so good. All right, so take a guess. Take a guess how much I paid for all this. All right. Here, there's actually 2 numbers. So one is, what is the number that I paid before my dining credit? And then what is the amount I paid after my restaurant credit that I had sitting around? Okay, you'll be very surprised. All right, ready? So, the final bill for one person after tax and tip came out to $170 US for 13 pieces of sushi and that duck. So this 9 pieces was $75. This was 8 because I got it as a single piece on its own. This was like 24, and then this was I think this was also like $24. So basically, yeah, so I think that's about how much it cost. Now I actually had $150 of restaurant credit because it's just a thing, it's a perk of a thing that I have. So I ended up actually only paying $20 when it was all said and done, because I had to use that credit before end of year, and so end of year was approaching quickly. So $170 after tax and tip. I paid $20 out of pocket, which was like, it was either this or eating at a steakhouse or eating at some kind of fancy European, Italian pizza, pasta, pizzaroni place, and I don't care about any of that. I want sushi or Asian food. So it was either this, it was basically those, or like a ramen shop, and I was like, I want this place. They also had a lot of other interesting things, but this was like some of the best tuna I've ever had on sushi. Like, because they dry age it, it's very, very, very savory. Like, it doesn't have a lot of like, it really concentrates the flavor of the fish, and it makes it very, like, it doesn't have like it doesn't impart a fishy flavor. Rather, it just makes it more savory, if that makes any sense. And it makes the fish a lot more tender and almost like it's melty, because I guess the dry aging process broke down some of the muscular fibers. So they served this with like a small bit of salt. You can kind of see it like right over here on this corner. You can't see it on the vertical screen if you're watching on the vertical screen, sorry. Oh shoot, there's a thing attacking me, isn't there? Hello, please go away. Okay, so they served it with like this seaweed salt that you can kind of see on if you're watching on the horizontal stream, and it actually gave it a very nice like umami, ultra savory flavor, like to the point where I was eating the otoro, which is the one on the far left. That's the very fatty tuna, and I could feel my mouth salivating, right? Like, it was intense, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, they told me, don't put the soy sauce on it, just put the salt on it, so that way it retains that dry feel. And I was like, oh, I understand why. This thing was amazing. It was so good. I was like, I don't really eat fine dining very often, and this wasn't like super fine dining, but it was like, oh my gosh, I was like, oh, I understand why rich people spend lots of money on fish. It's so good. I love fish. I was like, oh my god, this sushi was so good. It would be nice to have Ray here for it, but unfortunately Ray's not around, so I basically had to eat through $150 worth of sushi by myself. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I've never done this before. Like, it felt weird just pulling out my card and paying $170 for this, but I was like, you know what, I have a $150 credit. So in the end, I spent $20 and then $10 for parking. So I was like $30 all in for this. I was like, totally worth it. This had some of the craziest variety in like sushi flavors I've had in like one sitting. It didn't age me down by 3 years, although it kind of would have been nice if it aged me down 3 years. So, for example, this was like a salmon. I think it was like, it wasn't quite cooked, but it was like, wasn't quite raw either. And it had a really intense salmon flavor to it. Like, salmon belly has a very fatty salmon feel to it, right? And that's kind of what you're mostly feeling, like that oily butteriness of high quality salmon. And we're being attacked by these stupid things again. I gotta run and hide real quick in Minecraft while I talk about sushi. So it was very, like, this one was very unique because it had like the whole ikura on top of the salmon itself. So it's like, okay, so we have salmon and we have salmon babies, and I'm just eating them at the same time. Like, truly one of the fishes of all time. And then you have things like this one, which is, I think this one was amberjack, and it's on like a ginger ponzu topping on top of it, so it had like a sour, intense, strong sour flavor to it. It was actually very nice. The salmon is the salmon. I think this one was yellowtail, and this one is yellowtail. If you don't know, yellowtail is my favorite sushi fish, hamachi. It has like a slight sweetness to it, while also being also kind of firm. And that's kind of why I like it. It's like a sweet. It's a little sweet. It's a little firm, and I think it's like it's still quite savory, but not like overpoweringly savory. Like, if you ever eat sushi, you'll notice each fish kind of has its own unique flavor profile. And I find hamachi is very much like a lighter on the, it's strong but not super strong. It's not like salmon and tuna are kind of strong, especially if you have like a dry aged tuna. But amberjack is also kind of like strong too, so that was like some of the options that were presented to me, and they all had different flavors. Like, this one was spicy, and this one was just, what if we just put tuna on top of tuna? Your salmon is your favorite form of fish, so you can smoke it at home. You would. I mean, you could learn how to smoke it yourself. Watching this before lunch. Go get sushi for lunch if you can even find sushi near you. So anyways, this was my dinner, and if I didn't have to go to the pharmacy, I actually would have been in home in time to stream, like at 8 o'clock exactly. But unfortunately, the pharmacy took way too long, and I was just, by the time I got home, I was just like, oh my god, I have to just immediately go live, and that's how I ended up doing this. You created an ally formation for Twitch Mania Redux? Okay, let me know if you need any other information from me, and I will do my best to provide. You can always ask someone also on Discord for any stuff, like things that might help. There's sushi's like 2-hour drive. Oh, okay, well in that case, I guess you're not getting sushi for lunch. Time to Uber Eats some sushi from 2 hours away. So anyways, it was very delicious. Also, this one, this anago, saltwater eel, was so... I haven't had... So let me emphasize this. If you eat sushi in the US, especially eel, half the time I've eaten eel sushi, it's like rubbery. And it's kind of gross. Like, it's just tough and not very tasty. But this, oh my god, this thing, I put this in my mouth, and that fish almost like fell apart. Like, it was so tender that as soon, like, it just melted away like butter, coating the rice and that, you know, that eels and then sauce, and I was like, oh, it was so good. And I watched them prep it. Like, I watched them press that thing on top of that rice, and it was so good. It's amazing. I love eel sushi. So being able to eat this was truly amazing. Because the last time I had eel that I think that was this good was when I was in Japan, and me and Ray went to a Michelin-starred eel shop. There's a Michelin-starred eel unagi restaurant in, I think, Kyoto that we went to, and this reminded me of it because of how fresh it felt. I was like, oh, this is heavenly. It was heavenly. So anyways, that was my sushi adventure for today. It's really funny because I actually have this dining credit twice a year. It's like $150 of dining credit. So come January, I have to pick somewhere to go between January and June, and maybe I'll come back here and try something else, or I might go find another restaurant that might be equally as tasty. Or maybe just go to a steakhouse and order myself like the fat. They had Wagyu, like Miyazaki Wagyu, like A5. They would give you 5 ounces for like $120, and I was really considering it instead of the sushi, but I was like, you know what, let's try their sushi. And anyways, it was very delicious, so that's kind of like the whole side story that I wanted to get into. But yeah. So, I mean, I have money to spend on food, so... But obviously I'm not gonna do this all the time because it's expensive, but I was like, man, is this how rich people live? Is this how rich people eat sushi and fish all the time? It's like, it's crazy. Anyways, want to see some other weird things that I've been doing on Minecraft? I haven't had a chance to play Minecraft in quite some time because I'm just so busy. But I would like to show you this really dumb thing that I had built. So this is my really whack job iron farm, which took me it didn't really take that long to set up, but it's more like I finally figured out how to get this going, and I think it got clogged. Oh shoot, it got clogged, that's funny. Oh wait, did I not do this right? Huh, I thought that it would filter correctly. Okay, maybe it doesn't filter the way I thought it would. Huh. Oh, it's full. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I need to make an upgrade real quick. 1 second. Anyways, how have all of you been on this fine day? Hopefully you all had a good day and you're not doing anything super crazy or painful. I need to change the music. This music is gonna put me to sleep. What genre would Japanese train station core be? Thing is, like, I like these low, like, these gentle tracks, but this is the type of stuff that puts people to sleep. And honestly, the thing with a lot of these playlists is, like, I don't know if any of these are just AI generated nowadays, because there's a lot of AI generated music out there, and it's very frustrating when I'm just looking for soundtracks. So, Super Sentai music, I don't think is the genre that I'm looking for. Let's see. Let's see what YouTube recommends me. I think if I just put on music, let's see, click music. The entire Stellaris OST? Large City D&D TRPG music. That's also a genre. Let's try that one out. Let's try that. Fantasy music for the discerning Dungeons and Dragons player. I guess that's fine. I know people could probably enjoy Minecraft. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to make a... I think drawers usually have an upgrade, if I remember correctly. So I think if I do functional storage, I can make a... Oh, I do have a gold upgrade sitting around. Okay, so if I just grab this, right, I think this should work. Can I just slap that on here? Yay! Okay, there we go. That should solve the problems now, I think. Yeah, because I think what was happening is I was trying to feed it into here, and it's not supposed to, right? So I think I've resolved the issue. Perfect. Okay, so welcome to my really bad iron farm. Essentially what I did was I finally got rid of all the create shenanigans that I only use create, and it's now, here's 2 crimsite drawers on top of a crimsite generator, feeds it in one full stack into each of these crushers, and then iron nuggets and iron clumps get sorted out through this, and then they get fed into where they need to go. That's essentially it. It's very simple. It does the job that it needs to do. And out the other end comes some very cool iron related products. Also, I'm just gonna dump this on here because I don't need this in my inventory. Just it'll sort itself out. So that's kind of what this does, and then it feeds into this chest thing. So I will have compacting drawers that each have one with redstone and one with iron, and then with that I can automate making train stuff. The steam engine to get me started. What's the secret piece of knowledge? I've been trying to figure out how I want to auto fuel this. But the entire thing right now is powered by a giant stack of water mills. It's not a very smart way of doing things, but it gets the job done. Straw. From Create Wonders and Additions? I need to roll paper. What does the straw do? If I use ponder, it's gonna break, so I don't want to use the ponder effect. This music is a little too dramatic. Let's try the Stellaris OST. That should be fine. Titanium and Quantum Spawn, the rest because they ain't the best. I mean, Stellaris OST is fine. Wait, this has vocals? I didn't realize this Stellaris track had vocals. Huh. Okay. Use the U key. Okay, well, I need to roll it, which I don't think I have a roller, which is the other problem, so I need to find a roller. From create. A create roller needs... What, this thing? Mechanical roller? That can't be it, right? Or is that literally it? Straw. Monostelaris. Oh, okay. Oh, only the OST version got it. I mean, that would make sense too. I do need a mechanic. A rolling mill. Rolling mill. Oh, okay. So I need one of these. Wait, did you hand me something? Oh, thank you for the bamboo. Okay. So I can make a rolling mill. And then I guess I need to plug this in somewhere. Okay, and then I just feed bamboo through this? Oh, there we go. What the? Oh. Am I crazy? Oh, maybe it's the top, yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm good at this, I swear. I'm a professional Minecrafter. Food convoy can finally stop dying. Well, I hope you managed to get some good food soon. Okay, did it actually do anything? Oh, it's in my hand now. Okay, so I hold you. Okay, what does this do? What just hit me? No, so if I do exactly what you're saying to... Oh, let me see, straw. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, so is this how I can feed it items? Okay, wait, so I can feed a bucket of oil. So that's how long it'll run it for. So biofuel will run for 20 minutes. Food oil's 30. Lava runs for 16. So lava's probably the easiest solution, right? Because the thing is, with the straw, it's gonna keep consuming the item, right? Liquid fuel instead of solid fueled? Okay. The main issue is I haven't set up a proper liquid... Well, I have to set up a processing facility, which I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Our ender tanks here, yeah, probably, if you're willing to make it. Also, I just want to point out something. Look at this stupid sword I found. I found this thing on a zombie, and I'm like, it's very large. I found some zombie that was carrying this. I posted the screenshot on Discord at some point, and yeah, it's look at the absolute girth of this creature. Hello, Acoustic. How are you? I don't speak Russian. We get a lot of Russian people. I have to plug in your message onto Google Translate. I'm cool, thank you. Look at this thing. Look at the girth of this sword. It's so... You know what's actually funny? This sword sucks. I had to dump a bunch of dump a bunch of gems that I had onto it, so it's got like super high crit, but it doesn't actually kill things easily, especially at super high level like summits. So watch this. Watch. Let me see that. See a skeleton. Like, it actually doesn't do that much damage. The only main benefit of this thing is that it has AoE cleave damage, so this thing just punches things. So maybe at some point I'll reforge it, but right now it's not really an important thing. Also, I found some more random armor. So that's kind of where I'm at. So what I do want to do today, at the very least, is I would like to try working on the train network. So... if you might have remembered, the last time we played Minecraft, I actually started working on a train. And here's the train. There's a spider underneath it. What the? Get out of there. Oh, it fell. What the? Is there something in there? Oh my gosh, there's something. Oh wait, hold on, who's this? Hello. There's a necromancer by my train. That was weird. Yeah, I might go kidnap some of your tracks once I figure out what I'm doing. So the other thing too is I need to find a way to automatically put the train tracks down, which is kind of the issue that I have been trying to find out. Because here's the thing, most people who build train tracks actually are smart and build it on flat ground. You might have noticed, that's not what I did. You might have noticed that I may have gone with a very complicated method of building a platform that's raised up in the air, and that's probably not ideal. So I need to, one, extend this platform out, probably, I would say, by 2 train lengths, one on that end and one on this end. And then we're going to extend it out a little bit further that way. And then we'll extend it out further. And we'll try to have it hug along the coast. Now, the main issue is, again, I don't have... The thing is, I would like this to be a dual width, like not just a one-way train, but I would like it to be like, okay, here's a dual route, like a left route, or like a... You know what I'm saying? Like, so normal tracks, you have like a one-way, and then you have like another way. So something like that would be pretty sick. Now, the issue with that is, I need to build a train that can essentially drop those tracks down automatically, right? So we'll need to find a way to ground lay and then also track lay at the same time. And then I tried following a path, but my guess is that it's probably gonna end up being something like we're gonna flow from here and then through here. Alternatively, we can probably just cut through some of this and just build tunnels, and then we'll loop around here where it's a little more simple to navigate, or just follow along the river through close to the meteor, and then we'll have to find a way to cross the ocean, because I legitimately have no idea how to get all the way to spawn. You might notice spawn's a little... You might... Oh, okay, there's like 2 different map mods. You might notice spawn's a little far. So I don't want it to be underground. I want it to be able to see the land all around. That's kind of like the whole goal. Like, I want it to be able to... Maybe this village will kind of be like the stopping point. I think it's like a... I don't think it's a village, actually. It's kind of like some kind of raider camp. That's kind of like the goal. Oh, okay. Oh, what just happened? Wait. It didn't go in my inventory. Is it... is it in your inventory? Wait, oh. What just happened? Also, hello, Zoingo, how are you? Did we destroy that by accident? I don't have anything that would have destroyed it. It's not in... I don't know. Is it in my backpack? Oh, what's my backpack key? Okay. Okay. It's... I don't think it's my backpack. That's so weird. Did 14,000 tracks just disappear? You may want to ask someone to collaborate and make collaterals on the preliminary. So I think what... Yeah, I probably will ask people to make their own train stations at some point. So if we can't do the tracks today, there's the other option is I could just work on designing the train station here. And that way we can have like a proper... Kind of like a general, here's what a station should look like. Oh, you can't break it? Okay, sorry, let me give that back to you. Is this iron chest yours? What the... Oh. Okay, here you go. Is this yours? What the... Okay. 10k blocks? Okay, 10k blocks is a decent distance. By the way, I was trying to redo the interior of the train, so right now it's not fully complete. So if you want to remember what this looks like, what we were doing with this is that, let me seal up the train real quick. This is the Nozomi. It is a very simple, very cool passenger train that I need to now set up correctly. So it does function. It moves forward and backwards. Ignore the fact that there's a piece that just kind of fell off there. And yeah, so the goal is trying to make this look a little better. Ideally, we would make the Hikari as well. We want to have both of them. Okay, we want both. It's not complete unless there's both. All right, and then how do I get out of this? So I think I shift. And then this train fully functions. Okay, so I think today I was looking at create blueprint. I think I was looking at a train station blueprint because I wanted to be evocative of like a Japanese train station. I think is kind of how I want this one to be designed. Something a little simple, platform. So two choices. I can either have a center platform, right, and then train on both sides, or I could have two separate platforms and then all the tracks are in the middle. So which one do you think would look better? Two separate platforms, one on each side, or a center platform and then trains on both sides of the platform, but then you need to find a way to get across, you know, to the platform. I think those are the two ways. So I'm thinking right now that it's going to be platform on both sides and then both rails in the middle. And I think we'll probably separate the rails with... This thing is about 5 tiles wide, so you'd probably want 7 tiles... 5, so... Well, actually, no, I think I know how we can do this. You think just one center platform? How many of these stupid things do I have? We're using smooth stone for this, by the way, for all of our stuff on track. I'm not gonna do stacked tracks. Stacked tracks is a little much for me, and I don't really want to do that. So right now we're primarily relying on, if I can find the stupid thing, somewhere over here I have like a metric ton of smooth stone that I've been smoothing out a little bit. Also, I do have an automated system here, so I could probably just dump materials in here to at least make some additional tracks. So I know this one has... We just need iron nuggets, so... Let's go grab some iron nuggets and just make more tracks in the background real quick. Nugget. Just grab as many stacks as I can, go here, drop them all in. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, and then just grab a few more. Alright, look at that. Easy. So now we will have all the tracks we could possibly need. And we'll just drop the rest of them back in here. I love this thing. This stupid thing is... So I was also talking to a friend who's been playing. So if you remember Irie's been playing a lot, and let's just say they are really far ahead in the game. Okay, so here, let's start designing this. So the question is, what floor do we want? So right now this is using smooth stone. I don't know if I want to use smooth stone. I think I want to use something else. Maybe bricks would be a little nicer to gawk at than this. Yeah, probably something a little nicer. Yeah, because the problem is that the train is going to be a little longer. Because what is this? Why is there a sword here? Oh, thanks, Rusty. What is this? What's a netherite? Oh, is it because... Are you sick and tired of seeing me use this diamond sword? Oh, you want to... Okay, hit you? Sure. That didn't really do much damage to you. That didn't do that much damage. It's behind you. Okay. So, now that we have a... So, I think the first thing to do is I should probably... Let's lay out additional tracks, and then let's just get the general vibe of how long the train is going to be, and then we can work backwards from there. At least in terms of station length. Because this is probably going to be a massive mega engineering project, and it's going to be very nutty. Is there other types of bricks than clay ones? So if you use chisel, you can actually make basically whatever kind of brick you want. I apparently don't know how to spell brick, because every time I tried typing brick, I kept typing in briquette. So, for example, there's amethyst bricks, there's pillar blue bricks, there's ice brick, snow bricks, nether bricks. There's a brick for everything. It's kind of beautiful how many different types of bricks there are. Hi, Garm. How's the magical realm of Soviet grade train engineering? Or I guess horse engineering. Oh shoot, I'm gonna crash. Okay, so I need to go find my... What was I looking for? Smooth stone, which I think I have up here. I think Ray's not playing because she's too busy playing Digimon right now, right? I think that's what she said. Hello there, comrade Xanth. Okay, so I need to dump more stone in here, which I don't know if I have any in my here. Perfect. Okay, so I have enough stone here. I'm gonna cook these real fast because I'm lazy. It's fun. I wish Hooded Horse sent me a key for it, but they didn't send me a key, so that's kind of the reason why I'm not playing it right now. No, I have no more need for iron, Xanth. You might see, but I have created my own iron farm, and it's beautiful. It works. I don't know how much it makes, but it makes enough. Kind of slow, but it operates. Time Strangers, whatever the new one's called. What's Time Strange? Oh, that's the one Ray's playing. Yeah, she's playing Time Strangers or whatever it's called. Where's my thing? So we're gonna. I don't need to build the train. I just want to kind of plot out how long the train's gonna be. That's kind of my current goal with this. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side too, because again, we're just plotting it out, and then we can work backwards after that. I don't know why this thing is still here. Sometimes like random trees are just sitting around. Okay, so then I just need to pull this out. I probably am gonna hate the fact that I'm doing this. Okay. That's annoying. I know I have scaffolding somewhere. Okay, scaffolding. Okay, perfect. So I should be able to just quickly go like 1. Oh my gosh, how does this work? Like this? Okay. Okay. Yeah, is that your boat? Oh yeah, your boat's still hanging around. Okay, so then I just gotta go. Perfect, so then I can just keep going here. Okay, hello. Okay, so fun fact, do you know scaffolding has a max distance that it can go before it just doesn't want to? Alright. Oh gosh, it's really annoying to do this because I can't reach. Alright. Just gonna do this real quick. You couldn't get back in? What do you mean? Like, are you not able, like, are you just having connection issues and you're not able to log back into the game? Into Minecraft server? What's with that? So, I'll explain that square of lava in a second. Oh, it ran out. Okay. So, I think I need a few more train pieces, or station pieces. So that one piece of lava over there was initially a voiding spot. So I had my initial design, you had to void flint from all of your stuff. This new design does not require you to void flint. Oh, okay, so I know why you couldn't, because it was claimed. Yeah. So that's what that was for, but since I no longer need to void lava, that's fine. Also, if I can just straw those with lava with a big enough lava field, then I'll have to look at that. Okay, there's a thing I was gonna do, and I'm trying to remember what it was. I need a few more station pieces, because I think what we'll end up doing is we'll probably do a lot of stone brick. So yes, it's gonna be painfully gray yet again. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to play Minecraft a lot in the past while, just because I've been really busy with stuff. Oh, I need to also grab here. Let me grab my station pieces. Look at my station pieces. We're making a decent amount now. As long as there's enough iron nuggets and stone slabs, this thing is just gonna keep on trucking. It ain't fast, but it works. Haunts. I do love my haunts. Horses are fun. Alright, so let's go here, and then let's start slamming this out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I need to break this down. Don't need this anymore. Scaffolding is kind of run its course. And I ran out of stone. Okay, that's fine. I think this is long enough. So what I need to do is I would like to move this. I need to move the. Here's what I'm gonna do. If I just get rid of this, what happens? Okay, so the train still exists. That's a good sign. I'm gonna move the train up. Let's move it over here. Okay. And then I'm gonna move the... So it's, I think it lost its name, right? Black Lotus, that's fine. And then... I'm gonna move the train up that direction. We're just gonna seal up at the station. If I did this correctly, I overshot it just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so now we've stopped. Now we can get out. Okay. It just sort of trains to an auto-functioning stop. Well, I needed to stop. Also, I may have messed this up a little bit. Oh, shoot. How do I get rid of this? Oh, pick. Okay. Well, it's fine. We'll fix the missing corner later. So I need to... Okay, so I need the train casing. I need 4 of them. And then I would need... I'm gonna need basically all of my iron. I need a whole stack of iron blocks for this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna disassemble the whole train. So the inside is not done, although it is fully functioning. The seats work. I want to see if I can make a train this long. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna now put this here. Okay, so now it's a big coupling. And how long did I make this? Let's see. I think I made it 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so it is 15 long. Okay, so we can make this 15 long. So we need to aim for about, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then get rid of this last one. Put the last train casing. Okay, so we still that what do we think? Should it be 2 train long or 3? 3 is already kind of long, but I kind of like the look of a big train, so I think we'll go for 1 more train length. The problem is going to be designing the train station to hold it, right? It's so laggy of a 4x4 giant rail line builder. Oh, I don't have something like that, but I wish I did. Yeah. So 4 wide. I would like 1 more train length, and then I'll have to find a way to design the station to accommodate this entire thing. Maybe the better design for this would have been more of a terminus station. Maybe 3 is fine. Let's roll with 3 for now, I guess is okay. Okay, so I need a... Okay, I'm gonna put that last piece on. We're gonna put this last piece back on there so it doesn't feel incomplete. Oh shoot, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Come on. Any day now. There we go. Okay. And then I need to glue the whole thing together with super glue. Okay, perfect. Doing grading, clearing. I would love, like, honestly, I would love to do grading correctly. Obviously, it's Minecraft, so it's a little different, but I would like to try to maintain at least this general height. So this is Y80. If I can keep it mostly Y80 for most of the trip, I think that'd be great, because it lets you see a lot of the terrain. And plus, having a really high train bridge just kind of feels nice. And then I think what I'm going to do is I also want to build out, I think this is about the centerpiece here. So I'm gonna go, let's see, I'm gonna use a slab temporarily to demarcate this, but I wanted to go straight across over there, and then that will lead us to the main thing. So I do need to make the better station, so this is gonna have to be wider. It's gonna have to be a lot wider, which means time to acquire more smooth stone that we're gonna keep cooking. Also, I need to empty my inventory again because my inventory is perpetually full of random stuff that I just like manage to acquire every time I turn around. There's just more stuff in my inventory. So that's kind of what we're going at. And I'm going to use these Macaw's bridges because they're kind of neat. And I think I'll make like a 3-wide bridge. So we'll try that as well. In fact, let's see what bridge I would like that ironback. Don't leave that in there. Let's see what kind of bridge I want to make. There's a lot of choices that you can do. So this is essentially the pedestrian bridge to get to the other side. If I don't like any of these options, we're just not going to use them. Let's see. Cobblestone bridges with Macaw's bridges. You can also do jungle bridges. Iron bridge. Some of the Asian red bridge, because that's what people want, I guess. I never liked the mushroom biome that much because it's too, like, fungus looking. What do you mean 50 stacks of gravel? Oh, well, because he's probably using gravel to design the, what's it called? To, like, fall down to generate the support. Right? It makes sense. Because I think that's basically almost center aligned. I think maybe if I... Where's 9? Let's see, this is 15, right? So I'm looking for number... What would be the middle of 15? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, it actually lined up correctly. Oh, this is actually perfect. Okay, so now we have to build the actual train. We have to build the station now, because I didn't have a chance to build the, what's it called? I didn't have a chance to build the train that would automatically figure this out. Because I would like to design a automatic track layer, but I'm not gonna have time to do that today unless you want to sit here and listen to me figure out how trains work for the next God knows how long, which I'm not sure if that's something you want to listen to. Can I actually, is there a way to like compact this train and just take it with me later? Oh, I ran out of these things. I did. Yeah, traintism is real. I love trains, okay? Okay, so it fully accepted the Super Nozomi. By the way, I found some other cool lighting things. Like, look at this. Look at this panel light. Isn't it just so sterile and so painful to look at? Oh, I love it. It really fits that aesthetic. And then I need to do a bridge here or something so that you can walk between the two trains of some kind at some point. So I think the way we're going to do this is... So if it's 3 wide, and we know where the center is, you have to, especially because the what's it called? The door is this tile up, right? So we need to design it so you can walk over there. Now I do have one issue that I may have ran into. Okay, perfect. It actually clips in just the way I want it to. Excellent. All right, let's get some stone bricks out here, I guess. We'll do bricks, I think, for the most. If we want to change the color, we can do that too. I do have a chisel as well, so we can try to make some customized designs. If I can figure out where I put the dang thing. Where's my chisel? It's probably in one of those chests over there. You also have immersive and immersive aircraft in the world and airports based off of case. Wait, you're actually building an airport? Oh, that's right. I know in like some create mods you can do planes, right? We're not. I don't think this mod pack has that, but oh my god, it would be beautiful. I have a chisel somewhere, and I have no idea where I put it. I know there's a chisel somewhere. By the way, do you like my my computer room? This is a very inefficient place to put the ME controller, but man, it really has a certain ominous vibe to it just existing there. And then I do want to build a mechanical elevator with Create at some point. I haven't had a chance to do that. Here's my data drive sitting around. I'm using 4Ks for the most part because it's just easier to use than anything else. And then down there is storage drawers, which I have to upgrade at some point. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's not in the bag. I don't know where my chisel went. I know I had a chisel somewhere. It's not in the terminal either. It's gotta be in one of these random chests that I have. Yeah, it's just the monolith from Space Odyssey. That's the whole vibe that I was going for. You're so right. Oh my god, you might. Oh, I found one of the chisels. I know there's another chisel somewhere. Well, let's roll with this one. So with this chisel, I can make. Let's see. Oh, I don't think this is the right chisel. I don't think this is the right chisel. What chisel is this from? From Chipped? How does this work? Wait, what? What does this do? Oh. Hello, I don't... Okay. Okay, so I can't use stone bricks, but I can use cobblestone. Oh, wait, what in the world? Oh. Wait, that's... Some of this actually looks kind of sick. Wait a second, hold on. This actually looks kind of sick. I do also want to use wood in the general station design. Yeah, so today's basically, again, we're going to design a train station. Okay, so... Oh, wait, that actually looks kind of sick. Hold on, how does this look? Yeah, I haven't used Chipped before, so it's kind of new to me. Also, one thing I realized about this train that I may have forgotten is I may have forgotten to put doors on it. There's actually no door entrance onto this train. So I can either put it here or over there, but I think we'll do it here. So how does this look if I put this? Yeah, that actually looks fine. There we go. Okay, so I think I know what we're gonna need. We're gonna need a lot of cobblestone. And thankfully we have a lot of cobblestone. Yes, there are seats attached to it. I'll show you the interior of one of them in a bit. I'm redoing the interior because I don't like it. This is what I spend a lot of my time on Minecraft doing. Like, I have not actually progressed anything on ATM because I've just been wanting to do this instead. Because I find this a lot more enjoyable. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, the interior of this train has fully functioning seats. You can gawk out at this, you know, out there in the great beyond as you're riding the Nozomi or the Hikari to the spawn. You have the private carriages. Look at this. It's like a nice little private room. Beautiful as it is. I need to get my hands on E33. And then you have also over here, obviously, more private rooms. And then up front, this is like also seating areas. I don't think create big cannons are on here. There is a lot of create stuff. Post boxes, cardboard armor, window panes. What else we got here? A bunch of other miscellaneous grab bars, whatever these are, and pilots. But we're not seeing super crazy weapons, unfortunately. I don't know what the frog ports do. I think I got a few of them. Guess I need to grab the chisel. I'm gonna move this over here. Okay, let's start cooking this little blocks. Okay, so what do I want it to look like? The cobblestone blocks actually don't look that bad. But I kind of like this, kind of like the bricky looking ones. What was I using? Was it this flat cobblestone tile? What is this one? This is the flat cobblestone tile, so I think we'll use that one then. Turn a whole stack of them into it. Like that. Beautiful. Okay, so we need to build out... Oh, you know what we need? I need yellow. I need yellow something. And you'll understand why once I do it. Is there a way to make like a thin yellow, like a half size, like a half block size? Oh, is that what they're for? Okay. I don't need pressure plates. I need, it's almost like I need like a rug. Can I make like a yellow rug that's like half tile width? Is that a thing? If not, I can work around that, but I have an idea. Yeah, it's almost like a safety line, exactly. You knew exactly what I'm thinking of. Doesn't look like I can. Doesn't seem like an option for me. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot at like looking and seeing what options were available to me. Carpet? Can I make carpet half width? Okay. Chipped. Wait, does it? For warning lines? Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at chipped right now. Let's see what we got. There's so many chipped blocks here. Holy cow, there's so many. Even the trap doors have so many different varieties. Oh my goodness. Stained glass. Oh, you can... Even the carpet has chipped stuff. I think Create also has something, but I don't know what it is. Oh, here it is. This is what we're looking for, the concrete. Okay. Okay, so I just need concrete. I should have some. Okay, well, I need white concrete, which I can just manufacture. Well, let's just do this. Alright, there we go. I have a whole stack of them. Then I should be able to do this. And... Ah, perfect. Okay. Okay, none of those look at all the way I wanted to, but that's fine. Let's try this. Okay, so I think the way this needs to work is I need to set it up like this. Oh, shoot. Okay, I get it now. Alright. So it has to be like almost on here. It's not the way I want it to go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is really annoying to put down, so... If I aim it, can I aim it here? Okay, as long as I keep doing it like this, it's fine. There's no easy way to do this other than manually placing it myself each block one at a bloody time, so... I mean, I think that looks okay, right? It'd be nice if I could have done this on, like, a different tile, but I think as long as it functions, it's okay. I had to go all the way down like this. At least for now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... And then we gotta go all the way out. And then I think what we're gonna do is for the gaps in between where each train is going to be, we can set up like a custom pillar. Kind of have like a unique look to it. I may need to shrink how this train looks. So something like... let's pull out the chisel again. I want to do... What color vibe? Oh, you don't know! Better idea. Rather than using that, what wood do I have? And the Stellaris OST ended because apparently this OST is actually not that long. Just kidding, it's still playing. This OST is apparently 3 hours long. Don't have gap to mine somehow? I don't know. What do you mean by gap? Let's see. What happened, Krusty? What's the OL? Oh, were you trying to figure out what happened to the stuff? I don't know what happened. Let's see. Okay, so I know Ray has a... Oh, okay. I know Ray has a bunch of wood somewhere. I'll figure out which way. What is this? Thank you. What is this? Nina the Scary's intricate bow of the wither. That's a lot of words. Take it back, but that's really funny. What is a Poth socket mark? Oh, okay, so there's actually a socket that you haven't put in there yet. Unbreaking. Oh yeah, no, I can read it. You can just, if you hover over it, even when it's on the ground, you can just read it. Okay, I thought Ray had a bunch of trees in here, but they all disappeared. Wait, no! Ray showed me this really cool thing. Can I do something with the Aurum logs? Hold on. I know she showed me this really cool thing you can do with Aurum logs. Okay, so if I... What was the important part? Hold on, sorry. I'm also trying to, like, figure out how I want to do this. So if you haven't never seen these logs before, these glow. It's kind of crazy. See, look at that wood in my other hand. You see that? It slowly pulsates like it's technology. It is secret bow. Oh, it's an aimbot. I didn't even notice that. That's actually kind of nuts. Now that you have that kind of power, what are you gonna do with it? Now that you have that kind of power, what will you do? That's really funny. So I can't actually do anything with that. So I don't think the Aurum logs themselves glow. What does Magnolia look like? Magnolia. Bad news. The pumps to your one chunk big Minecraft reader have stopped. It sounds like you were about to have a massive explosion that I'm not going to be part of. So hopefully your explosion is far, far away from me and my base, because that would be very bad. I know I have mob griefing turned off, but if you cause an explosion, I can't do anything about that. Okay, so this is where Ray's storing the wood. Oh, maple. Okay, what does maple look like? Maple. Okay, because Ray's been hoarding wood. Sakura. Ooh. We could make it out of Sakura. Skyris. I don't have any Sakura to chop is the problem. You know, Minecraft. Oh, gotcha. You're one of those people who don't have a Minecraft. That's understandable. A lot of people here don't have a Minecraft account because they don't want to end up. They don't want to have to pay for Minecraft. I get it. Let's try. Let's see. What does Sakura logs look like? Okay. Nothing super crazy, I think. That's fine. I can work around that. Because the Sakura is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. And the log is really black anyways. So I think what we'll do is I think we might try maple. I would actually, maybe let's do pine. Actually, we'll do pine. And the reason we're going to do pine is because we're near so much pine that I think aesthetically and also from a logical perspective, it would make sense that you would use the wood that's nearby in large quantities for your design. Right? Are there cows trapped in the shaft? I don't know. When in doubt, ask Ray. Usually she knows what happened. Oh, okay. So you can't play on... Okay, gotcha. Unfortunately, this is one of those servers that require the authentication. I know some people haven't been able to play because of that very reason, but for my own sanity and also for just keeping the server clean and easy to maintain, I had to institute the requirement of you needing to have a, you know, Minecraft account. I understand it's not cheap, though. Minecraft is expensive, especially like if you're non-US. I know Normar has been here for a while. Normar has been saying like they want to play, but they don't have a Minecraft account, and I'm like, I can't help with that. Like, you're on your own for that, buddy. Minecraft is expensive. I get it. Let's drop that off, and then drop that off, right off that off, and then okay, 40 logs should be enough. Okay, so I think what I want to do is maybe we do. Okay, something like this. 1, 2. And then, whoopsies. It's got to be higher than the train itself. By at least a decent amount. So I think we'll go like this is okay. Right? And then we gotta do that on the other side too. Hello, Ithiana Senpai. Am I a Senpai now? That's crazy to think about. You know what's funny? I might actually be a Senpai soon. Except for the fact that I'm leaving my martial arts school because of some significant issues that have occurred recently. How are you doing, comrade? You're lurking? Understandable. Hopefully you enjoy lurking and have a good rest. Oh, before you go, have you seen my really cool fun stick that I got the other day? I got this really cool stick. It cost me a lot of money to import it from Japan. The stick is so that I can shoot funny arrows. At least I can find a nice image of this. So here's my new Yumi, a size comparison. Very real, accurate size comparison. It's like, it's super tall. But it's great. It's a beautiful thing. It's all black because it's like carbon glass or something like that, and it's quite nice. Because I don't know if I think I've mentioned it a couple times, but I do practice Kudo, so. What did I bully? I didn't bully anyone. I'm not a bully. I don't bully people. Okay, I'm a very nice, normal person. I don't think it would make sense for wood station platform, or could I make? Actually, hold on. Actually, wait, hold on. Could I make a nice wood? I don't think I want the plank. What are the other designs? Okay, so fun fact. Apparently, you cannot chip. I don't know. I think that's what it was called. They called it carbon glass or something, which is probably carbon fiber and glass. Yeah. There's not really a lot of wood chipped options here. I don't really want packed mud. Oh, it's only for the main woods. So we can't do pine, but we can do oak. Hold on, I have an idea. How much oak do I have? I kind of want to see what some of these variants look like. Okay, so if I plug this in here, what does... Oh, that is smooth. Ooh, thin. What would make more sense? Stone and concrete would make the most sense, right? Technically, from a realism standpoint for the station. But at the same time, it's kind of boring if we always just follow what's quote-unquote realistic, right? I guess maybe we should. Actually, I just realized the other thing we should probably do is we probably need a divider between the two or the two tracks. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe the flat cobblestone is actually fine. Yeah, you know what, I think I'm starting to kind of grow on the flat cobblestone tile. It does add a nice texture, although maybe the texture's a little too intense. Let's see, what are the other choices we have? Cut columns, so that kind of... Oh, you know what? That actually doesn't look that bad. Like, this one is flattened when you combine it. Let's try this one. Okay, so it does have a little bit of a gap. Okay, what are the other choices? That one, that's just... that just looks like sheet metal. Pillars... Okay, don't really want that one. I'm kind of not vibing with most of these is kind of the issue. Kind of like that one, the etched cobblestone bricks. Anything that's like bricky in design, I think I kind of immediately get drawn to. But I don't know if I like most of these. In fact, I think what I'm probably going to do is not just use... I probably just won't use this. There's definitely a way I can use this, but I don't think that's what I want. I want to grab... I know we're going to grab. But anyways, yes. Oh, I forgot to get rid of on the vertical. If you're watching on vertical, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to hide that a while ago. So, I do plan on using that Yumi hopefully soon. It's a 12 kilogram draw. I've mostly been using 10 kilograms, but 12 is gonna be a little new for me. So I'm like, ooh, I hope I'm ready for such a weapon in my hands that I can use to, if I'm not careful, could kill someone. Not really. I'm not gonna kill anyone. I'm not that good at this. Okay, so we have 3 stacks. That should be fine. All right, time to make my favorite thing ever: stone bricks. So bland and boring and gray, and apparently you're not allowed to chip these things. I thought I had another... I swear, I had another chisel. Hold on, we're gonna make another chisel. These things are so easy to make anyways. There we go, the chisel, reborn chisel. So now I have another tool, and then we can use the other one. What is this? The chisel reborn chisel. Because for some reason they all use the same exact recipe. Because at this point, why not? And then drop that, and then drop that in there. Okay, so... now I have literally 3 different chisels in my inventory. So let's put all 3 of them in here. And then let's quickly turn this into stone bricks. And for some reason I can't. Perfect. So what are the choices? So yeah. Still feels really sad that I had to join stream super late. Oh, did not mean to do that. What do we want? Solid stone brick. What makes that different from the normal stone brick? Large tiled stone. Sure, I'm kind of curious. Send it to me and I'll take a look. Okay, so with this, what does this look like? Wow, that just becomes like, oh, actually, you know what? You know what? I kind of roll with this. I think this actually looks not that bad. Look at this. Yeah. It's a little flat, a little industrial aesthetic, but I think it will work out just fine. We're gonna make another batch of these. I think this was the brick, right? So we're gonna do this. It was on normal. It was not on this chisel. The other chisel. I think this was called large tiled. Perfect. You're gonna send me something. All right. Let me take a look at what you sent me. I am curious to find out what this thing you sent is. Oh, you sent it on DM. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, that's a whole... Oh my. That's a very big faction list. Are you gonna be okay doing all that? Because that's a lot. That's a lot of VTubers I see on that list too, which is really funny. I wish you the best of luck, because that's a lot of factions. Imperial Shogunate, the Succubus Bunny Union, Vertigo Sanctuary. Gosh, a Shogunate in the Philippines. The Sultanates too. Ugh. I do like what you're doing though. Be proud of what you're trying to do. We have a lot of random game modders that show up in this channel quite a bit. It's kind of become a running joke that every time I stream something new, some modder for that game is gonna show up and be like, hello. Happened a lot when I was playing RimWorld and when I was playing Hoi 4 and when I was playing Star Sector. Became a running gag that I'm collecting game modders like people collect Pokemon, and it was just like, alright, well, that's somewhat true. I need more pine. So, I think it's funny. Alright, time to kill more trees. That entire hill is gonna get deforested at some point, so I might as well just get deforesting now. Because I need the pine, and I don't really want to destroy the big pine. That's maple. I need to get rid of the big pines. There we go. This one's pine as well, right? Yes. So, should we do more Minecraft at some point in the future? I think people might want to... I'm not sure how much more people are enjoying Minecraft. I do want to do Zomboid at some point, because I know Build 42 multiplayer has finally come out, but it's so buggy right now that I don't want to touch it for stream yet. I think once the bugs for it have kind of been resolved, then I can consider doing multiplayer Zomboid. Because, small focus tree, don't focus. Yeah, I understand if you choose not to give a focus tree. But if you ever need ideas, let me know, and I will do my best to come up with something. Okay, so I think one more tile. And then this will be the pine. Like this, and then we can go 1, 2, and we'll do the same thing on the other side too, so it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't been paying attention to how high I'm making these, and I did this incorrectly, so now I gotta redo that. Gotta be like here. 2, and then this diamond stick is getting so much value. Okay. Oh my gosh, when we do Zomboid, the mod packs for Zomboid get stupid big, but that's half the fun, honestly. Half the fun in Zomboid is playing with the stupid dumb packs. And I think the main issue is, like, I've always complained about this, but my biggest issue with Zomboid is I don't often have an objective in Zomboid. Due to how the game is, like, it's very freeform and you're kind of just left to your own devices, but I very much prefer games that give me an objective to strive for. That's why I really like those Zomboid mods where it's like, hey, this one adds a storyline for you to do, like trying to find a way to escape, and I'm like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need in Zomboid. Makes me feel complete playing it that way. Okay. Alright, have a good one, Ryuji. Hopefully you have a good rest. Or doing progress in developing the mod. Good luck either way. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the term. So we'll go 2 out, should be fine. And we'll do the same thing on the other side as well. Because what we need to do here is, first of all, there's not enough blocks here, so we gotta do this as well. So 1, and then... like this is fine. Oh, hello. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. 2, 3. And then... due to the way the train is designed... let's see. How long is this? This should be... so this is... what are we at? Okay, so this is at 4.9. And this is at 6.2. So that is 6.2 minus 4.9 is 13. And then over here it's 4.6 minus 3.2. So 4.6 minus 3.2 puts us at 14. So it's like, what, 1 tile difference, I think? So I think over here we do need to extend it out just 1 more tile. Okay, so 1, 2, and then 3. And then I can put the wood bits like that over here. I really wish I had spent more time doing like actual progression in Minecraft, but this is just more enjoyable to me. I will, at some point, I do want to try completing this mod pack, just so it feels like I was back in my college days when I used to play Minecraft expert packs, which I don't do anymore, but boy, it was, those were grand times. But it's an era long gone because I don't have the time and patience for that anymore. That actually looks okay, right? Yeah, and then so we can add 1, 2... 3, 4. I think I only did up to 1 tile out, and then it looks bad. Hello, Hoovy. How are you? Oh, there we go. Let's go back over there. I do need to build like a waypoint or something over there to like actually make the station not an absolute nightmare to get to. Because right now the only way to get to that platform is you have to you gotta fly. Like, I'm only able to do it because I have electroflight, so I'm just flying like this. Is this actually the right height? Hold on, let me show this is the correct height. Oh, perfect. So you can go, look at that. No gap. You just walk right on. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, then we gotta extend out the whole platform by an unholy amount. My guess is we'll probably extend it out 2 more tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think that'll be good enough for the width. And then we have to repeat the same thing on the other side of this after we develop the other train tracks as well. So there's a lot of things to figure out as we go through this nightmare process of building a station. And maybe for like the last hour, I'm gonna try to at least expand the rail network just so we have an idea of where the train's gonna try going instead of just haphazardly guessing. So I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna need a bit more brick, which thankfully I know where we have it. It's right over here. Just grab like 3 of these things, and then let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Bam. And bam. I think these were the re-chiseled. Give it the large tiled stone, and that should be enough for now. Okay. So, also tomorrow we are doing Star Sector again, because I know some people, I put it on the poll yesterday, and there was a decent amount of people that said they wanted to see Star Sector again, so it's Star Sector time, baby. Time to, I think last time we were doing Star Sector, we were traversing the void, so we're probably going to be traversing the void again. And just seeing what kind of nightmares we end up fighting, because that was a very interesting experience. Okay, so this stick's about to break. I think that's wide enough. Okay. So what's next to make this look nice? We need to develop a pathway over there, but also a walkway staircase system to make this not be the upper area. So which one was the center here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here's the center. Okay, so then now that we know where the center is, we can probably design 3 wide staircase, 3 wide staircase, and that should be okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to pull out this thing because this thing is a crafting menu. Okay, so we can do a bunch of these. I'm actually kind of curious if I can chisel these. If you can chisel these, it would be kind of crazy too. Chisel. Okay, you cannot chisel stairs. Oh, hold on. Okay. You can chisel a lot of weird things. Can I chisel this? Okay, I cannot. Okay, so a lot of it is the same that you can normally chisel, but you can get some alternative colors and the mossy versions too. But I don't care for that one too much. But look at all the cobblestone variants. You can do like striped versions too for like warnings, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna take this and we'll do something like this. One. Oh, okay. Frame stair. Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I forgot about that. Hold on. I forgot you can do that. I gotta remember that frame stuff is actually really useful. Let's see. Framed. Let's see. What are the frames that I can make? You said stairs, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, so yes. Look at that. Stairs. Here we go. Divided stairs. Stairs slab. Sliced. One of these has to be a generic stairs, right? Framed stairs. Oh, wait, hold on. I have an idea. So, okay, so this requires... This requires a bunch of the normal frames. Let's do that real quick. Dump half stack in there, and then take all this, make wood, dump it in there. And then make a few more of these. Okay, so 20s should be enough. Okay, so let's try this. So yeah, you're right. If I can do whatever material I want, it's a lot easier to work with. Kind of. Although I've always had issues trying to place these things. That's correct, right? Okay. So we can go 5 wide-ish here. And then we probably need to start building giant platforms all the way down to the ground. But what would I want this to look like? Let's see. What material do I have sitting around? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Okay. I'm trying to think, like, what block glows? Besides crying obsidian. Actually, wait. Can you chip crying obsidian? What's a glowing block? Oh! I know. I know what we can do. Let me think. So let me see if I can find, if I can find it. We'll say, yeah, I think lanterns glow. Lantern. Okay. You could also make lights. I think just generic lights would also be fine. I don't think I'll do glass. Actually, hold on. Where's the Aurum? Oh, wait, I have it in my inventory. Let's see. I want to see what this looks. Glowy stairs. Stairs that pulsate color. Because it's like magic wood shenanigans or something. I mean, that might be fine for now. Can I actually make this mossy cobble? So can I do something like... I don't really know how to make things more... I don't know, like how to make it look properly weathered is the other issue. Okay, and then probably from here... we need another block underneath it, and then from that point... Okay, I know exactly what I need to do first. First of all, we need to grab my scaffolding back. Is that for your build? Okay. I haven't used any crying obsidian myself, so that's kind of... it's new material to me. Just demolish this. Yoink. Where'd all the scaffolding go? Is that really it? Oh. Actually, how long can I pull a track? So, hold on, if I grab this. Can I pull it all the way here? Okay, something's shooting at me, but okay. No, it's too far away. So there's very specific distance in which I'm allowed to pull the tracks. Okay. It's probably something like every 15 tiles is probably like the upper limit. Okay. So, especially because this area is kind of hard to reach right now. That's kind of the biggest issue I'm running into. Why are you flashbanging us? What have I done to deserve this kind of abuse with flashbangs and this good holy Christian stream? Okay. Also, I still keep forgetting to put a door on this. I'll figure that out later. And we will need a roof, which I don't really know how people design roofs is the other problem. Because, like, what's a roof? How build roof? Okay, so I'm thinking, due to the height, I think I actually want double... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do for now. We'll come back to the frame stair concept later. Let's just make normal stairs for now, just so I have the general look. Because you can always just come back and redesign it later, right? It's gonna be a massive hassle to redesign it, but if you're just trying to get the form, I think it's fine. Especially because I have to essentially go down 2 steps with this to make this look correct. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And go 1 more, and then 1 more. And then we gotta find a way to go 1 more step down. But there's not really a way for me to do that from underneath, so... There's gotta be a better way to do this. I can't reach it. Okay, so... time to put the scaffolding, I guess. Okay, there we go. Now we reach, kind of. 2, 3. I'm gonna need 1 more anyways, and then... Alright, that's fine. One pack gave you 2 serious slab very historically because you made the foolish decision of using obsidian. Well, it was mentioned by Krusty, but you can also just use framed stairs, because then you can just fit whatever material you want onto the frames, and the frame will take on the appearance of the item that you dump into it. So if you wanted to be excessive, you could do diamond, but diamonds are expensive, and I don't really recommend doing that type of thing. But you can also make some cool lights if you're into that type of shenanigans too. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna use a lot of slabs. Probably some kind of nice stony... Actually, what kind of stone slabs do I have access to? I'd like to not be on fire, please. This game likes setting me on fire, I swear. Turn all... this button. Turn all these into slabs. That's not a slab. That's a slab. Okay, and then... I think I can chisel the slabs. You cannot chisel slabs. That's interesting. And also kind of disappointing. Wow, yeah, that sucks. Okay. Things are only expensive if you don't have MA farms. What's an MA farm? I haven't been making a lot of farms. You have to remember, I made an iron farm, but that's all kind of the extent of what I've been up to. Because I've been trying so hard to just focus on making these stupid operating trains. Like, we haven't even done train tables yet, which is going to be a whole different issue. Just gonna put that right there for now. Just until I can get that all sorted out. Okay. And then I need to find a way to go underneath. One more time. What am I at? I'm at Y80. Okay, so if we're at Y80... I don't really want to use smooth stone for this. Let's just use the... Could just make a really big bridge, I guess, would be an option too. Oh, yeah, I'm not touching mystical agriculture. If you want to know who's doing all the magic stuff, Ray's up doing all the magic stuff. That's her thing. I'm very much a tech person when I play Minecraft. I am not a magic anything. I never really like touching the magic mods that much. I know there's a lot of people that like it, but it's just not for me. There we go. Let's try this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Brick. Stone. Oh, I do have a lot of brick here. Hold on. Let's grab like 2 stacks of this, and let's try this out. I'm also gonna need another wand, or stick as they call them. Let's make another diamond stick, because these things are relatively inexpensive to manufacture, and they help make building a lot easier. So, knowing our height... So we're at 82... This was at 81, so I need to go to 80. And then from 80... This is 79... 80... Is this the correct distance? Oops. Alright, let's find out if this is the right distance. Probably isn't. Let's try this. There's the only way to do this correctly. If it works, it'll be a miracle. If it doesn't work, then it's about to be expected. Also, what kind of fancy dining should I have next time? I gotta take Ray somewhere, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna take Ray for a nice meal. I haven't decided what that's gonna be yet. Depends on what she's in the mood for. Okay, that's done. That one's done, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we go. She likes a lot. She likes certain things. Okay. So stations coming together. If we don't, well, don't need this anymore. Let's see. Oh, steak would be delicious, actually. I wouldn't mind a nice, fat, juicy steak, but I think Ray prefers hot pot and, what's the other thing that she likes? Korean barbecue and stuff like that. How wide is this platform, actually? So, the problem is if I'm doing on both sides... And this is 4 deep. And obviously the wood thing is here. So I'm thinking this is the center. 1, 2, 5. Could do a glass canopy. Glass canopy might be a little excessive. But I think this is also kind of okay. I really need to find a way to make the front train look a little bit more aerodynamic. It looks really ugly. Beef curry sounds amazing. They had a... So the restaurant I went to that was showing off that that food from earlier, they had a really interesting item on their menu. They had like Japanese spaghetti, but instead of like a tomato-based sauce, like their whole thing was, it was a spicy beef curry sauce and like seaweed. I was really intrigued, and I really considered trying it out because I was like, I kind of need to know what this tastes like, but I didn't end up getting it anymore. But maybe if I ever go back, I'm like, I need to eat this. I need to know what this dish is gonna taste like, because I've never seen like Japanese spaghetti on a menu like that. I've had Japanese pasta, and not in the sense of like eating udon or anything like that, but in Kyoto there was a... if you've ever been to a Japanese train station, those places have crazy amounts of food. Like you will be spoiled for food choices. And one of the places we went to was an Italian place. Supposedly Italian anyways. And I am convinced that they have cracked the code to delicious pasta, and it was one of the best pastas I've had, like, almost ever. It was great. I loved it. And it was like all you, like, they'll change how, they'll give you extra pasta if you want. Okay, so now that I have this extra wood. Actually, I have an idea. What does this look like? Well, let's get rid of this. Okay. I want to know what this would look like with logs. Ooh, that looks way uglier than I had anticipated. Alright, never mind, we're not doing that. Alright, well, that was a terrible experiment. Let's try 1, 2... Oh, you know what actually would not be a bad idea? Hold on. Okay. Hear me out. What about a brass casing? Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's... yeah, I thought if it had merged the textures together, I think it would have been better. But since it doesn't, it's not really worth it. Okay. Unfortunate. Let's see what else we can do. Let's try 3 different materials. So I don't want to do casings. Let's try this one. Okay, let's try something else. What do we have? Various woods. Blocks. Oh, what is this? Dark oak. Okay. Oak and pine for the general vibe. Maybe dark oak planks. Okay, that's okay. What about this one? What does this look like? So you definitely don't want to do just raw logs. Raw logs are not gonna give you a good look. Stone slab will get you just a generic... oh, you can't actually use that. That's funny. What about smooth stone? Okay, it's a little better. Tiled stone? Okay, I didn't actually swap them out. Kinda like the tiled stone, but it started to look like just meshed concrete, and I don't think I want that look. I think maybe having wood to add some variety to the general aesthetic is probably the correct decision. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll use wood. Need to empty out the inventory again because there's just so much here. Let's take half the pine, drop it in here. Like this. And then pine. I don't know if I can make pine stairs, which is why I'm trying this out. Oh, I sound like a little... do I sound a little dead? On the inside, I'm sorry if I sound dead. It's just been a bit of a long day, and I only got home. I'm only now allowed to rest. Ugh. There we go. Ooh, the pine... you know what? I don't like how pine looks. I think oak just looks better overall. Let's try this. Okay. I'm trying to avoid brutal. I'm like, I want to have a nice harmony between like a brutalist look, but also like like a naturey look. Like I want to have that nice blend of nature and yeah, a nice blend of nature and not nature. You know what I mean? Modernism plus nature come hand in hand to create to this beautiful little train station. So we're gonna try to use more wood options when I can, but also the reality that I can't always use wood. Need one more stack of these stupid things. Just like this. But yeah, so that's probably what we're gonna try eating. We'll see. We'll see what Ray wants to eat ultimately in the end. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, perfect. So that's nice. And then I think I need to make a giant pillar from here all the way to the ground. So, I think the way I'm gonna do this is to at least make it look appropriate. Is I'm gonna use... We don't have concrete, so I'm gonna use gravel. Because I should have a stack of gravel sitting around somewhere. Gravel. Perfect. We have a lot of gravel, including compressed gravel. Okay. So, something along... And I also need to hide that. You might notice that you can see the train tracks. I would like to make sure that people cannot see that. Just gonna go one... Just gonna go do this a little bit. Oh. Okay. Huh. I didn't think I was gonna end that quickly, but alright. Because my initial idea is something along the lines of I'm gonna put gravel, say, or maybe some kind of cobble, 1, 2, 3, seal this off a little bit here, a little bit here. What are they called? Like, you know, we're setting up like the not a ballast, what's the term? The foundation, like a foundation here. Maybe gravel's not the good look for this, and then I can then take my comically large amount of pine and do something like this. Let's see how that looks on the other side once the other side's complete too, because this might look terrible and might actually be a really bad idea. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I know where it's landing. So then we can do approximately the same thing. So we go 1, 2, and again, just try to fill in all the sand or water. And I think that way, it's not going to be realistic, but brick probably would make more sense as a foundation. You're right, I don't disagree, but I also don't have any bricks sitting around, so we're working with what we got. And I have run out of pine again. Because apparently I just don't have any materials ever. Okay, that's fine. Okay. This probably looks really bad, doesn't it? Let's see. So, from here... I think the problem is that it kind of blocks the view of the train, which I do not enjoy that part. Yeah, that's kind of the other issue that I'm... Okay. I also need to hide. I also need to start putting lights, and I also need to develop some kind of roof. So maybe this is like a... Oh, I have an idea. Hold on, let's see. Maybe this is actually okay. Yeah, we might have to do some chipped shenanigans in a bit. Or, yeah, we might have to do some of that soon. I think what slabs do I have? Slab. Okay. And I don't think I have a way to... Oh, wait, hold on. So I don't think I can chisel these, right? No. What are they called? Framed something? What about framed slabs? From framed blocks. Oh wait, what's another kind of wood? Hold on, isn't spruce like another wood too? Spruce looks pretty good. I think spruce might be the correct amount of darkness that I'm looking for. But unfortunately we don't have it, so might not be feasible. We are not even making any junctions yet. We're just trying to make a bare bones functioning station. Alright, here's my plan. I'll dump this in here, grab the slab. And then see if I can design something real quick just to test this out real fast. So we put a cap on this, and then how do people normally make this? So with 5, we probably go like 3 steps up. How do people normally do this? Because there's not an easy way to just delete that one tile, right? Oh gosh, I don't know how people do this anymore. There used to be an easy way to do this, or maybe there was never an easy way to do this. Because you can't just delete the whole... You have to breaking the whole thing, but I don't want to break the whole thing. I just want one. See, like, is there an easy way to do this? Or do I have to do this the painful way? Okay, so you have to do this the painful way, so we just do this. Put this one there. Delete here. Put the other one back. Okay, maybe this is fine. 1, 2, delete here. And then delete this one. It's fine. I think that looks acceptable. I haven't bothered making a jetpack yet because I've been really lazy, and I continue to suffer from my own laziness and my inability to actually make proper decisions. So that's why... Okay, what lights do I have? What do I make what do they call them? Lanterns? I know we have a bunch sitting around because Ray made a bunch of these. Oh wait, they're really cheap to make actually. Hold on, I'll just make them myself. Could probably do something like... Oh, that's really funny. I can't actually put them underneath that one because it's an odd. Make it more blunt and less sharp? What do you mean? I don't know. It looks kind of okay-ish. Maybe with more wood, it probably would be a little easier to look at. Actually, hold on, I have an idea. Framed. What do we have for frames? What's like is there like a half frame? A slope edge. Hold on, this might be what we're looking for. Slope edge. This one. See, this one's the correct look. Oh, that's really funny. I actually cannot align that. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. Here, message friend. Alright, have a good one, Kahila. Have a good rest, and hopefully you have fun spending time with your friend. Alright, enjoy your food. Hopefully whatever you're eating is delicious. So it's really funny, based on this... Oh, wait. I think in this case I might have to use frames. I'm not a very good Minecraft designer. I've never been one to actually do Minecraft build designs. So that's kind of... Okay, so I have to use proper smooth stone. And for this one, something along the lines of like this. Yeah, so I think this is one of those scenarios where using framed stuff is probably the correct choice to make the design that I want. Or maybe I can get away without it. Let's see. Maybe I can get away without it. Or not. Because this is a half step, yeah, okay. It doesn't like the half step. You basically have to replace that entire tile with like a half step item. So I think this is why... You know what, that's fine. Let's leave it alone for now. We'll come back to it later. As long as the general look is there, that's what matters. And then I need to find a way to bridge from there to this corner, because it's not the same height. So we're gonna have to do step downs probably. I don't know how, maybe it's one of those things that I need to design off stream, because I need to probably do some multiple iterations of it to make it look right. What I do need to do, though, is we need to extend the train platform on the other side significantly. And I would also like to add more train tracks to the rear side, because this is going to be a very long process. So we're going to go... Look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. You can also do, like, really weird shapes if you know what you're doing, which I don't recommend. But it is an option. Alright, so I want to try something real quick. Since I have enough... I need gravel. Let's try this. Here's my gravel. What we're gonna do is I want to see if I can add maybe a turn. Let's say starting from... Let's see, where do I want to turn into? Let's say over here. I think this might be a good area to turn. And then we can curve around. What is hitting me? What? Okay. Let's do this. Because at least once this is done, I can probably just mass delete all the gravel without too much issue. So I need to get to about the same height. And I think that's about 83, right? Let's see what the height the rail is. So the rail is on height 80, so I need to shrink that down by about 8. That's fine, so we'll go maybe approximately here? Where's that rail? How straight is that rail? I think it's about... I'm guesstimating it's about here. Worst comes to worst, we can always adjust it. This might be too tight of a turn. In fact, I'm fairly sure this is too tight of a turn. But... Oh my gosh, the wind. But I want to find out. Let's see. Let's see if this is... Okay, 1, 2... What the... What's hitting me? Hello? But yeah. What would you... If you had to go to eat at a fantasy restaurant, what would your preferred dining experience be? I really should make a jetpack, shouldn't I? This is getting ridiculous. I'm basically having to, like... You know, how do I make a jetpack? Jetpack. Okay, so you can make a wood jetpack. No hover option. Hover options begin at... let's see. You can begin to hover... Oh, I guess you need, like, a hover upgrade. How do you make these things? Capacitors, and you need the previous tier of jetpack. Basic coils and iron energy cells. Energy cells are just a bunch of sticks. Okay, so, I mean, a lot of this recipe is not terribly difficult. And then charging this is just... You need to fit energy cells. That's actually not that hard to make. Okay. Anyways, before we do that, I want to try this. I want to see what would happen if we try to build a railroad extending this out. I don't know if I need all 3 tiles wide. I don't think I actually do. But just on the off chance I do, I want to make sure we extend this out. Oh yeah, I think you actually do need 3 tiles. So in that case, let's 1, 2, 3. And then... I think I actually centered... Did I center that correctly? Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate this. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I make this more difficult than it needs to be? Okay. Because I don't have enough jumping capacity to get up there, but I might be able to put enough scaffolding on top of it. Okay. Can I build... Oh, you can! Okay. Can I go all the way here? Oh my god. Oh, that worked. I'm kind of surprised that worked. Okay, hold on. We'll ignore the necromancer a little bit. I think that turn is a little tight. Just a little bit too tight. Want to test it with me? Let's ride the train. I'm not supposed to fly through that. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Look at this. Let's... I really want to see how bad this is. Ooh. Oh, actually... Okay, yeah, that's way too tight. You can see that it's like clipping into itself. If it's clipping into itself, that means it's not. It's too tight. So I have to... Whatever that turning radius is, it's not enough. But, on the other hand, we know that it works and it functions the way it's intended to function, so that's a good sign. Let's go right there. Alright, so at least we're building the railroad. Right? We just have to, redesign this multiple times over until I am pleased. Also, I believe that entire turn is considered one track piece, which is also very funny. I really need it. You know what? Hold on. This thing needs to die. So do all of his summoned creatures. Because otherwise they're just getting in the way. The other thing too is we might go see a Nutcracker show because Ray wants to see a ballet. I've never seen a ballet in person before. So that'll be an interesting experience because I am not cultured enough for a ballet. I am a degenerate weeaboo who basically watches anime-related content most of the time. Oh, let's get rid of that. Okay. Why did none of those railroads enter my inventory? Interesting. Oh, no, they did. Why are they not stackable? Okay. So I'm thinking for a proper turn radius, it might actually end up being on top of one of those trees, and maybe we tunnel bore through the mountain. You know, let's try that. Hold on, let's see if I can fly over here. And the wind picked up and I crashed immediately. Great. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Okay. So here's my thinking. What if we go here? And then let's aim for one of those trees. Like, let's say... Oh, shoot, dang it. There we go. What if we go from here? And let's try... I would love to stop crashing. Okay. Okay, what does that say? Hold shift for maximized turn. You can make some really funny shapes with this is all I'm gonna say. Oh, Jesus. You can only turn up to 90 degrees. Not enough tracks being held. Oopsies. Here we go. Something like this. So this is at 79, so this would be 80 here. Okay, so I need to find a way to maximize the turn radius, because whatever turn radius it's giving me, it ain't enough. Yeah, whatever it's giving me, it's not nearly enough. I need more rails. Which I know are over here. I think about hereabouts is my giant rail farm. Okay. Let's try this again. I don't know what's going on, but it's not giving me what I'm looking for. Give it one more shot. How long have I been streaming today? I've only been streaming for 2 hours today, goodness gracious. Tomorrow will be a lot longer. Again, I know today was short because I was screwed over by the powers that be at the pharmacy. I'm telling you. Certain pharmacies are just bad, and I don't know why they're allowed to keep doing what they do. That's all I'm gonna say. I have strong complaints. I know they will go nowhere, so I don't even bother complaining. Wait, here we go. Is there a way to make this turn radius bigger? Hold left control for maximized turn. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, that's a lot smoother of a turn. I'm curious to know if that's going to be enough. Oh, Jesus. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to make my new home like the station platform. There we go. I've seen people build stations, and I'm like, I don't know how they managed to make such nice stations, because they're way better builders than I could ever hope to be. Okay, we're gonna test this out. I am kind of curious if these things have like a higher speed. Okay, that's still clipping, and that's gonna need a much bigger turn regardless. Okay, at least we're testing it. At least testing it. All right, I need to use the restroom. So I guess I will let you all gawk at the station from over here, and hopefully I'm not gonna die. Yeah, we'll stand on top of here. And you can gaze at the beautiful base that Ray has coded in many plants. Be right back. Hello? Okay, I'm back. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired because I've had a long day today. I barely got any sleep, so I'll probably stream for like another... I give myself like maybe 5 or 10 more minutes before I end up getting ready to pass out. I know it's not... I know we haven't had like a full-length stream in quite some time, but... It's just been very, very busy. Yesterday I was also like kind of running on fumes, and part of it is because I haven't had a lot of caffeine recently. I'm half considering starting coffee. I'm not sure if that's something I really want to do, but the option is open, and I am very much considering it at this point, just to give myself a little bit of extra energy if it keeps me going. You know what I think I need to do? I think I need to mathematically determine like what the proper turning radius for this vehicle is. So if it's 15 long, we probably want to go double, and we need like a 30-30. Or maybe 25 is probably long enough. I think the other problem is like I wasn't sure why... Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna need... Oh my goodness, this keeps happening. I keep falling beneath my stupid tracks. Also, what do you mean you need a daylight sensor to remove the night? Some people do need the night to go find things to kill, which is the other thing too. Keep that in mind. Okay, there we go. I think we need to, Oh, Jesus. I think what I need to do is this is actually too far out. And so I need to pull it back a little bit to have a stable platform for the rail and the proper turning radius. I am gonna go crazy trying to do this. Holy cow, this is annoying. There's gotta be... the easier way is just build a jetpack. I don't want to build a jetpack. So I will continue to suffer of my own making. Do like this. Let's bring it back about here, because I do want enough space for it to leave the station without feeling like it has to turn immediately. But let's try hereabouts. And then... Can it actually connect there? Hold on. Oh my goodness, I have to keep crashing into trees. I'm gonna go nuts. Come on. Okay. Okay. That seems like a wide enough turn, right? Oh shoot, okay. I would like to test this this turn. I really need to find a way to just like automatically do this with a train rather than me having to constantly go into this thing. This is Pokemon, some kind of Pokemon mix. You want something else? I'll put something else on. We can listen to the top ultimate 200 anime songs piano medley. I don't care about Fallout, so I'm not gonna do Fallout music. Here's Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, a game that I have not yet played. Why am I stop controlling the contraption? I would like to control the contraption, please. This is hopefully a wide enough turn. Okay, this turn is good. Mostly. I think if it was just slightly longer... I mean, the clipping is actually not that bad, so maybe it's okay. I think it really has to be just like a much wider turn. And then the problem too is is now that we have that figured out, how do we make this even longer? It's acceptable? Alright, good. Also, we probably will need lights at some point on this track. That's a really wide turn, and it's still not wide enough according to what it wants. I'm thinking we'll try to go... Let's see. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I need to stop at about 80, which I'm on right now. So let's go here. Let's see what happens if I try to stick it through here. And then we're going to try to curve around this coast. Oh. You like my cursed railroad? It may not be the best railroad, but you know what? It's my railroad. I never said it was going to be perfect, but at least it's a one-way railroad. But it's kind of hard to make like rails like you would in OpenTTD. Like, or Factorio, honestly, is how I would compare it. Okay, so I'm connecting it to that block over there. Keep crashing into things because the stupid electroflight is just nonsensical. Okay. We are too far away, unfortunately, so I gotta go a little closer. I gotta go one tile up. That looks mostly okay. If I go from here. Okay, so maybe we don't do that. So we could probably try to go. Let's see. Again, 80 is kind of like the height, so maybe about here. And then we'll probably end up chopping these trees down for the sake of, you know, industry. Okay, so we'll connect from here, and I think it can carve through tiles without issue. Why do I feel like I went down a tile? Oh, not again. We could just say screw it and just make a roller coaster like that. That is also an option, but I prefer not making a roller coaster if I can avoid it. Oh my goodness, this keeps happening. Okay. Hold these two buttons together. Is it not going to connect it? Or is it because the stupid tree's in the way? What? Is it because of this? Why does it not like that? Okay, hold on. There's a block that it doesn't like. And I'm going crazy trying to figure out which block it is. Okay, so that's fine. There we go. So the rail is getting wider. I'm out of food, so I'm gonna die unless I find something to eat. Pretty sure I have... Thought I had large amounts of bread, but I guess I don't. Bread. Meat? Flesh? Alright, we're eating zombie flesh. Because I'm too lazy to go to the house and pick up food, so we're just gonna eat this. Okay. Let's try this now. Let's try this out now. Does Breath of the Wild really have a Japanese sounding zone? Alright. Oh, that's so cool. Look, the train functions. It moves. It lives. Okay, that is some really wacky turn. That's some really tight turning radii. Oh my goodness, it just feels nice to have a functioning train. Oh, the reverse speed is really bad. Okay, we may need to build like a split. Just so we can return it back to the station. You know, this would be a lot easier if I had built my base on a flat piece of land instead of up in the sky in the mountains. I don't know why I do this to myself and suffer in this manner. I feel like this could have all been avoided if I built literally anywhere else, but I like the mountains, so it's kind of why we went with this vibe. So at the very least, the train works. We have the station partly designed now. The last part of the station can be built at some point later, but yeah, we have a somewhat functioning train. Also, I'm getting rid of this. This thing has been bothering me the whole time. Need some zombie flesh. I still need to get normal food, man. I like junk food instead of proper meal. Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. I had proper meal today though in real life, so it's perfectly fine. Actually, what I could probably do to at least even this out, I think what I want to do is I'm gonna, let's see, how high is this? This goes up to 89. So what if I go here and go up to 89? So 1, 2, 3. Exactly. Alana gets it. How are you doing, Alana? Are you having a good evening? 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's so dumb, but it works. I need to find a way to connect all these together. Oh, wait. I know exactly how to do that. I have pine. Let's take all the pine logs. And then... Oh, jeez. It's gonna... God, I really need to get a jetpack. Okay. We can actually hook this up like this. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. There we go. It's when you want to do the first lesser play it on since the strongest time falls in the ocean. Isn't it? But it is super cool though. Like, I remember when I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, like when it first came out, a lot of the tutorials people were going crazy about, like, oh my god, we can make underwater roller coasters. It was such a cool concept that no one ever tried before. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is the timeline that we're in. And then people stopped caring about Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and then I got sad. Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna die at this rate. Okay. We're getting there. You're always free to play on this Minecraft server if you wish to waste your life away playing funny block game. You know what? I don't know why I'm making this harder on myself. I should have just been doing this. I don't know why I'm making this way more difficult than it needs to be. There we go. Yeah, especially with end of year stuff happening. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Okay. So, I think I have enough to reach at least that end. I am trying to combine, you know, more modern looks with also nice aesthetic of wood. So we're using pine for most of this. No, but this is not... I didn't make this mod pack. Someone else made this mod pack. I'm just the one that chose the mod pack. It looks okay for now. I'm gonna see how this looks from the front. Same difference? Okay, look at that. Is there a way to check who's got the most playtime? Probably not. There used to be a way to check, but I don't have a way to check right now. Yeah, I was going to try making a mod pack, which is basically ATM 10, but we would have thrown in Cobblemon, because Ray likes Pokemon, but ultimately she said it was okay if we didn't have Cobblemon, because it would have been a lot for, I think, the server to handle, so we just chose not to do it anymore. I think that was the correct choice. I'm also going to raid Ray's kitchen real quick for pork noodle soup, because that's what I like to eat. Perfect. Also, did you see my dinner photos? You should look on Discord and look at the food channel for all my beautiful dinner pictures, because it was a wonderful time. This needs a fence. I think what I would also need to do here is let's drop this off here, and let's get a... What else can I make a slab out of? Also, I can make stone brick slabs. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna do that. That's a little too many. That's fine. What I want to do is I want to do slabs on the upper surface, like this. And the reason we're doing that is because I should be able to do a fence now. Let's see, where's my favorite modern stone brick wall railing diorite? Ooh, railing stone brick. So this requires iron bars, which are easy to make, so just make a stack of them. And then... see how this looks. See if this is something I want to keep. Let's see. What are my vibes telling me? My vibes tell me that this is probably okay, and is a little more ominous than I'd anticipated, but is perfectly acceptable otherwise, and I don't have any stone bricks. Okay. No, it just refers to a mod pack that I may or may not have designed, but I ultimately didn't end up using because I don't need that type of mod pack. Okay. Anyways, I did say that I was getting a little tired because I've been having a long day. So I think I will end stream a little early today, a lot earlier. So unfortunately, yes, it was a short stream because I started late and I'm ending early. Tomorrow, I'm gonna aim for the full-length stream. However, I am making a stream. How do I stop this? Okay. I am going on a side quest to Micro Center tomorrow to pick up some parts. So we might, I might end up being, I should not be late. And if I don't end up going to the Micro Center, then I don't end up going to Micro Center anymore because I will probably be tired and exhausted. So I'm gonna rest. Hopefully you all had a good time just doing a little bit of generic Minecraft shenanigans, but we'll do more proper stuff in the future. We're gonna raid Bonsenberry Filipino playing the Expedition 33 Claire Obscure. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks you for joining. I'll be back on tomorrow. I know it's a little sad that I've been doing shorter streams recently, but I've just been having a long day and I am tired and I need rest before I die. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Tomorrow, proper stream, Star Sector. I will be the coolest #1 Star Sector streamer, I guess. Alright, good night.